All right, we're live.
Hey, welcome to Go Game Go.
That's one heck of a close up there.
I know. Well, we're getting really close to the Amico announcements on Tuesday.
Yes.
So that's what I'm trying to say. I feel so close. There's a lot to discuss. Is that better? Is this?
Right there.
Whoa! It's like Wayne's World.
Right there.
Right there. Right. No, stop. Just stop.
Perfect.
Shucks. I think you're perfect.
All right. We were just going to go over briefly things we think will be at the show or we hope will be at the show.
Yeah.
I think the very first thing I assume is going to be there is the release date.
Yeah.
I've heard Tommy talk in the past that I think first week of August is when they expect to know for sure. So
because what was it? It was originally, what was it, October, right?
October 10th, 10/10/2020.
Ooh. Little math fun. Is that new math?
He actually he said it's his sister's birthday who died a while back, and so he wanted to do that as like a special remembrance for his sister.
That's awesome.
Which is why I think he's also really wants to hit that date.
I bet. Even if it's just for the founder editions to go out, probably.
That's a good point. I've heard people talk about this. It's like in the past, he said the founders edition will go out maybe a couple days or so before before everyone else gets it.
Yeah.
But I don't know how that figures into this. I mean, if they're able, I don't know, let's say they can get 10,000 by then,
right?
I guess does he go ahead and give the 2,600 out and then he's a few thousand, I think, VIP orders.
Yeah.
Do those go out as well? And then they have just a handful to put in the stores. I'm not sure how they'd handle it.
Well, I just hope they don't rush you yours with the broken controller that they used at the mower just to get it out the door. I hope.
I don't know if I want that one.
You'd go, awesome. I'll frame it.
Maybe we'll ship with no controllers. They'll come later.
They're coming later. Just like they did with Star Wars toys all those years ago, where they sent out the card and you only got a few characters, and then as the next ones would come out, because they hadn't finished them, they'd send them to you. Well, that's great.
Well, thankfully we know that won't happen.
We don't think. I want the one that rode on the horse.
That'd be good.
That'd be good.
That one's still intact.
That's right. That one's still intact.
So I'm also assuming we're going to see this 6-pack in game.
I'd like to get a 6-pack.
For yourself, or?
Yeah. I like to have a 6-pack and drink a 6-pack.
It's a good combination.
I know, right? But I don't think you can do that unless, maybe a low-carb beer. So anyway.
Maybe. Now, the 6-pack in game, I'm curious if this is a game that has been announced or if it's completely unannounced and it'll be a shocker to everyone. I don't know.
Mysteries.
That is.
Mysteries of the great unknown. So what are some? I'll tell you a couple of things I'm eager to see with it. I'm eager to see if it's going to come out on time. I'm eager to play the games. We talked about the games the other day, so those are exciting. I'm eager to do what it's created to do. I'm eager to get together with you and hang out and play some of the games together that that are iconic and nostalgic to me.
Well, I know Tommy mentioned that they'll have some demo units set up different places for people to try before it goes. Well, I don't know if it'll be before, maybe when it first launches. Hey, we got a comment from Relic Gamer, and I forgot about this.
Oh,
Tommy did hint that there is a possible 7th game as well.
Oh, what the what?
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Yeah.
And very cool.
Totally. Yeah. Yeah. I'm really eager to see these games with the new life breathed into them with the graphics.
Yeah, I mean, what we've seen so far has been, I think, great.
I think so. I love
One thing.
reimagined is cool.
Oh yeah, one thing I really want to see from this is the user interface in action, like turning the system on, going through some games. It'd be pretty cool if there was like a game in his list that he hadn't announced and he didn't even mention it. Just there.
Right. Like when we were talking to Dave and he said that he had gotten the one game years ago that on the flip side had a bonus game.
Oh, on the Nintendo rewritable thing.
Yes.
That'd be cool. I really want to see how this works. I wonder if it's something simple like the Switch where the games are just kind of lined up. There's not a whole lot to it. Quick, responsive. Or if they have a whole other, he did say it was pretty cool, so I'm guessing it's going to be something different than that.
Yeah, and of course, we're both eager to see exactly how they use that ring light. What use there is for that on the outside of the unit itself to coincide with the lights on the controller.
I still like the idea of it doing stuff in game, but also notifications. I like the idea of there's a new game in the store. It's like, bing, your light turns on. So, ooh, a new game. Let's go.
Yeah. Now, does the Switch have anything like that?
Not when it's in the dock.
Right. I kind of wish there was something on there like that.
Originally, you know how when you put the Switch in the dock, there's this little piece of the screen that sticks up. I do remember them mentioning originally had planned that something there would light up when there was some kind of notification, but
I haven't seen that.
No, but I don't think we will either.
Stop holding your breath, Stuart.
But yeah, I really want to see the interface. I want to see how cool it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, I am curious. I bet you this will happen. Well, they'll probably show some games they've already showed, like Shark and Astro Smash, Night Stalker, stuff like that, and perhaps it's been even enhanced more,
right,
than we saw. Because I know on some of those trailers, Tommy said that these games were early on, definitely were not finalized. And people complained about some of the way they looked, but he said he goes, I don't know how else I can do it. He goes, I put it in big font saying these are not final. They're still working on them.
People don't read that stuff. Okay, all right, and it's not their fault. Okay, I had this job years ago. I worked with this very charming gal at that. She's very nice. When I say charming, I just mean she was sweet, a great boss, awesome boss. And I thought I was attentive. I thought I was, detail oriented, and I'd get my sheet in the afternoon. It was after lunch, maybe. I'm a little, but I'm looking at the sheet and I cannot find where it says to do whatever it is I need to do. So I'd go out and ask her about it. I go, I just don't see that it says anything. And she goes, you mean here where it's like a blah, 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 blah. And I go, yeah, I come out here to have you read to me in the afternoon. It really has nothing to do with anything else, but that's just really what it is.
I love a good afternoon.
But they just, they miss it. It's so strange, right? You're like, here's a big font. This is not the way it is going to be or could change.
Yeah,
and they're
totally miss it. It's fantastic here. As he mentioned, the Cornhole for the casuals and Earthworm Jim 4 for the retro crowd. Yeah, I'd fit in both. I'd fit in both these categories because Cornhole, for some reason, I don't know why, but I'm really excited for that game.
Me too. And I just played a crap ton of it yesterday.
The real thing, I guess, huh?
Yeah, the real deal. Yeah, my brother-in-law brought over his game, and man, he and I together, watch out.
My wife made some cornhole sets for my son's high school graduation. She painted him the color of his high school and also another set, the color of his college he was going to.
Wow.
But man, those things are so heavy to carry around.
What did Celia made them?
Yeah, she made them out of they're wood, slicked them down, the whole deal. It was crazy.
What a wacky chick! I love that girl.
But they're so heavy to carry around. That's why I'm looking forward to this. I don't have to pick them up and throw them in the car. And
So I brought over the cornhole. Really? Where is it? It's in the back seat. Really? Here. It's right here. You get a controller. I get a controller. Here you go. Let's go. Let's hook it up to the tube and roll, bro. Can we call it the tube anymore? We really can't call it the tube anymore, can we?
I don't think I ever did.
Well, I mean, they used to call it the boob tube. So,
yeah, this is a good point. Since Dad was saying he can't wait to play with his dad, that will be fun because I really hope we get this before Thanksgiving because we have everyone over here, and
right.
If we have it for Thanksgiving, I plan on having the Amico up all day long, playing stuff, and everyone can play cornhole because
exactly. Exactly. And, that also means you better have another play set for me.
That's right. You can come over and play.
I'll be there.
Now, one thing I'm hoping for out of this show, I'm really hoping we get some brand new games announced.
Mm-hmm. The one game also that I want to see reimagined, too, that they were talking about is Lode Runner.
Yeah, I don't know if that's even been mentioned before. I could be wrong.
They did. I thought they mentioned Lode Runner.
Oh, did they? I love Lode Runner.
Maybe I'm wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But there's probably plenty of people out there telling me.
There's a Lode Runner on the Switch, so they're still making the games.
Really? What's it look like? Does it still just look the same?
I mean, it's updated graphics.
That's what I want.
I mean, it's very much something you can find on an Amico.
Why did I not know I had it on the Switch?
Yeah, check it out.
It's got to be cheap.
It goes on sale quite often.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to check Deku deals and see what's going on there.
All right. I think we need to go to Relic Gamer's house. Put in an outdoor projector.
Oh, I actually have one of those.
Ooh.
We could do that here too. However, if we could get together with our community, why not?
That would be great.
But we could do that if you're interested. You could come over. We could hook it up out in the backyard and shoot them up.
One game that I'm curious will be announced, a new game, is Tron. Tommy has hinted over and over that it's a possibility.
That would be awesome.
Or as he always says, wouldn't that be something?
Wouldn't that be something? That's what you want as a buddy that says that. Wouldn't that be something?
You can say it for anything.
I wish I'd have told you that when we went to see the Knack.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be something?
Hey, they got a new record out. If they come anywhere near, we're going. Wouldn't that be something? See,
yeah, Tommy's mentioned Tron a few times. He said he's talking to Disney.
Wow.
That would be. And in one of his videos, I think it was it Tron? I thought in the background there was a poster that was missing the name of the movie.
Oh,
I think it was Tron. I could be wrong, but I thought it was Tron.
Interesting.
So
he's taking those licensing things seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't if they do get Tron, I wouldn't expect to see anything because, like Relic Gamer here is saying, last I heard he was still trying to get the rights. So
interesting.
But it would be a cool announcement.
I would really, really love to see that. Really love to see that, especially now because okay. Am I thinking straight? Was it Intellivision that had the Tron disc game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we've got people in here who know a lot more than us about the original Intellivision, but I thought there were two. Weren't there Deadly Disc and was
the Cycle?
Yeah, the Light Cycle was. I don't know if they have two or not. Like I said, I never played the original Intellivision, but there was definitely at least one on there.
Wow.
Oh, hey. Whoop. Here we go.
Film project too. Wow.
There were 3 Tron games.
Wow. See, we're a springboard. That's what we are. I'm not an expert. I'm just a springboard. I bring it up and you finish it.
I think that would probably be huge for the Intellivision community.
I do too. And how cool will it look now? I mean,
that would look really nice.
Instead of just like a digital stick figure, how would you say a digit figure? Digit figure. There you go. There's I just coined our new word. That's our word. We need to trademark that.
Yeah, before someone else grabs it, which
that's a digital stick person is a digit.
Oh, here we go.
Did it right here, right now.
Here we go from Richard. Deadly Disc, Solar Sailor, and Mazatron.
Solar Sailor, really? They did one for the Solar Sailor?
Wow.
Interesting.
I wonder if these would be reimagined.
Yes.
One of these games, or if they would just. I'm guessing it would be reimagined.
I would want it that way because that's how you move it forward to the,
Yeah.
Without losing anything. You don't want to not do what you used to do. You just want to do it in the way that you'd like to see it. Because even back then, we wanted to see it differently. When we played Asteroids on Atari, we wanted to see that differently, but it just did not come out that way. And you're like, this isn't what I'm used to seeing. I mean, this isn't what I want to see anyway. Even the original wasn't what we really wanted to see, but that's what we got because that's what we could do.
I've been playing the heck out of Asteroids on the 7800.
Oh man,
it is so good on the Evercade. So good. I know Tommy a while back mentioned. It was probably a few months ago about secret being left with the controller, and I don't know if that's still the case or if what was I thinking? Shoot. Oh, maybe the sticky buttons were the last secret. I don't know, but I will be curious to see if there's anything left that we don't know about. Right. Controller wise, because that's obviously the most interesting feature of the system. It's unlike any other system out there.
Yeah, because I think that the controllers are interesting in their size. That's what surprised me the other day when I finally saw the video with them in his hand, and I'm like, oh, that's much bigger than I thought it was. So, but yeah. Well, is there anything else we need to cover? Is there anything else you're thinking about that we need to talk about now that we're so close to the announcement?
I'm really curious if they're going to show off anything else with the RFID technology besides, taking the physical piece that you get, like if you buy a game, you put it on the system. Because Nintendo has like the Amiibo stuff, which I don't know. I don't see Intellivision doing that, but I'm just curious if there's anything else that they would do with that kind of technology, because it's pretty cool technology.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would like to see something.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll announce this to the rest of the world that's checking it out. Our little corner of the world, which is getting bigger every day. Let's plan on getting together, and as soon as you get it, I don't care if we're working or what. Just all of a sudden start, feeling like you have to go, and we'll get together and we'll do an opening video up. We'll do a little party. I'll bring pie or cake or pizza or whatever. I'll bring pizza. Pizza, and we'll just open up the box, man. I'll video it while you open it like a kid on Christmas with a new BB gun.
Oh, interesting. Do you think they'll announce any new members, like big name guys like Jay Allard from Microsoft, who was about a month ago?
Interesting.
I don't know. I'm gonna guess no.
Would you also say no that when I say we have our unboxing party that you wear a big pink bunny suit? Would you also say no to that?
Yeah, I'm not wearing pink.
Damn. Blue? Cool. You didn't say no to the bunny. You just said to the color. Whiskers? No whiskers.
It would be cool if the camera had or if the controllers had a camera. I think that's like about the only thing it's missing.
Yeah, it's probably about right. It's probably about right. So, well, I think that I'm eager. I'm excited. I'm eager. And I know there's a bunch of other people that are. There's other people that are eager because they maybe don't believe in it. But I'm very eager for this system. And
oh yeah, I'm super excited. I'm about as excited for this video as I was from the for the Switch trailer when we didn't know what it was yet.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I'm right up there with that.
Yeah.
I really want to see this.
Yeah, I think for those of us who are really excited about it, I think it's really going to blow us away. We're going to be like, oh, okay, now I really, really, really want this now. So, I mean, when you're talking about it's going to be October anyway, let's just say they stick to that plan with something. You know, there's 10 lucky people because we've got 10 units that are ready to go out the door. If those 10 lucky people, even though I don't believe in luck, but I said it anyway, those fortunate enough to get one on 1010, that's still 2 months away. So you still already have to wait. And then you can't imagine what's going to happen after that. Either that or he's going to blow us away and go, you know what? They're all going out the door on 1010.
Richard makes a good point. He thinks they need to show an original IP. That I bet you they do. And that would be a great thing to do. Something just completely new that no one has seen at all.
Yeah.
That would help it be more than I know a lot of people like to call it a retro machine, which it isn't, but there are a lot of reimagined games on it, but something brand new.
I call it more of a nostalgic thing than I do retro because okay, that's not true either though. I mean, even its design is a bit retro for those of us who grew up in the 60s and into the 70s watching Star Trek. It's really got a Star Trek feel. It is totally its design is retro without being, but it looks cool. It's the cool retro. It's not the dorky retro. Well, except for some people when it's got the wood grain on it and they're not into that. So that's okay. Some pixels don't like that. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that either.
Yeah, there's plenty of other colors to choose from.
That's what's awesome. Yes, that's what's awesome. Everybody's got a choice. So,
all right. Well, I want to thank everyone who came into the show.
Yes.
I mean, thanks a lot. This means a lot to us because it's a big deal for us to have people showing up, watching.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it.
I love it because it's a community too, and that's awesome. It's awesome to work together.
It was nice to finally be able to show people's comments and then ask a comment to the people watching.
Yeah.
And get an answer back. That's just, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And we will be doing a live show on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
What will I come on? 10 minutes early? You think?
Yeah.
I'm around there.
Yeah.
And I think it's supposed to be for 45 minutes or so.
Yeah, because that way we're here for about an hour and that'll be great. And thanks for the big shout out. Pete gave us a big shout out the other day.
Yeah. Thanks for bringing that up. OAB Pete, that was awesome. He gave us a shout out. Really appreciate it. He's a super nice guy. Never met him, but I've watched most of his videos. I've been watching his videos for, well before he hit 1,000.
Yeah.
He's as genuine as they come. I mean, you can tell he's a nice guy. There's no doubt about it. So I really appreciate Pete doing that. And I know Pete's he's doing the same thing. He's doing a watch party thing.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So a bigger community. That's great. People who know us and people who know him and all that stuff. And the more people that watch, the better. That's great.
Yeah. It's just great. I'm sorry. I'm just going through some of these last minute.
Yeah. And I'll say real quick, a thanks to Tommy. Tallarico for reaching out to us too straight away when we did our first show with the Amico talking about that too. So
yeah, that was a shocker to get the message from him because we didn't even, it wasn't even a full Amico show. We just touched on it.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
Absolutely.
All right, I think we'll wrap it up.
Sounds great.
All right, thanks everyone for watching. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. Really awesome.
All right. All right. Thanks a lot, guys, for tuning in.
Bye.
All right. Bye.